we got a severe thunderstorm headed our direction that is capable of producing gusty winds and also hail. And along with that threat, look at all the lightning with this particular thunderstorm as it continues to move off towards the northeast. So let's do a storm track on this one as well. This one's also moving at around 45 miles per hour. They've all been moving 40 to 50 miles per hour here for today. And this is the most action we've had in Cook County all evening long. So we'll do kind of a wide track as it moves a little bit closer to Chicago. And let's put it right around 40 miles per hour. So it moves into the loop. The beginning of the rain begins to move into the loop at City Hall at 8:06. So here in about 6 minutes, we expect the rain to start to pick up here in downtown. Of course, it's going to move into the west and also the southwest side of the city a lot quicker than that. River North at about 8:07, then Streeterville at 8:08, and shortly after that, by about 8:15, that thunderstorm, at least the heaviest part of it, may be just out over the lake. So good call from the organizers of Soldier Field for Beyonce to push back that concert until 9 o'clock, because let's get this thing out of the way and all the cloud ground lightning along with it out of the way also. All right, big thunderstorm moving now in the southwest corner of Cook County, Tinley and Orland Park. You are under the gun for hail and also some damaging winds. Let's go back and take a look at the latest information when it comes to velocity. This is something we're going to keep a close eye on. Do we have rotation with this thunderstorm? Nothing all that tight. Well, let's keep an eye on this. Let's see what's going on here. This is going to be just the south of Homer Glen and back off towards the east of Lockport. Okay, so we're in Will County right now, and we'll turn on the radar scan again. And right now, our model or our algorithm when it comes to shear or rotation is saying there is rotation within this thunderstorm. So let's see if we can get a closer in look. Looks to be broad at the moment. We'll turn on another product to see if this gets any tighter, and it doesn't. So it looks like we're okay at the moment, but we want to watch this developing rotating thunderstorm closely as it moves off towards the east-northeast. So I'm keeping an eye on what the Weather Service is tracking as well. They're not mentioning anything about this particular thunderstorm in terms of a tornado or anything like that, but we're wanting to watch it nonetheless. So big time thunderstorm here. Let's go back to radar. We'll clear our lightning. Got a lot of lightning, very electrified thunderstorm here tonight, moving into southwestern areas of Cook County. And that's going to be moving quickly off towards the east-northeast as well. We'll do another storm track on this one, kind of like so. Moving around, let's say 45 miles per hour. That moves into Oak Forest at 8:02, Blue Island at 8:08, Harvey at 8:10, Evergreen Park as we head towards 8:11, and then Dalton at 8:13. So severe thunderstorm headed to these communities, and it's these communities moving to Oak Forest right now that have to deal with the potential for large hail and also damaging winds. And we're also keeping an eye on the potential for rotating thunderstorms this evening, although there's nothing popping on the velocity scans when it comes to super tight rotation. That's certainly good news there. Okay, let's come back down towards the south. That's what we're going to do for the next several minutes. We're just going to work these thunderstorms from north to south and throw all of our products at it. Big time thunderstorm coming into Kankakee right now. The rain is starting to increase in Kankakee. It's light at the moment. It's going to pick up in a big way for you over the next couple of minutes. This also includes southern sections of Will County and all of Kankakee County, and we'll loop this over the last 15 minutes so you can kind of see the progression of this thunderstorm is kind of east-northeast like so. And that thunderstorm, again, capable of producing 70-mile-per-hour winds along with some large hail with this particular thunderstorm. So Kankakee, it's on your doorstep right now, and it's headed into Manteno and rest of I-57 shortly. All right, this thunderstorm, let me take a look at this. They're now calling this a destructive thunderstorm that's moving into southwestern areas of Cook County. They're talking about this particular thunderstorm that's lifting up towards the north. So we're going to put this in live mode, and this storm is starting to rotate. We got a low-level lock of rotation with this thunderstorm. Okay, Taryn, this is when we want to start notifying the hub that we may want to go on TV very soon. All right, so we got a rotating thunderstorm right now. This is going to be in the southwestern sections of Will County, south of Joliet, rotating thunderstorm. Okay, that's something we're going to keep an eye on. Let me get the latest statistics with this thunderstorm as it moves up towards the northeast, but this is the one that is going to be moving into southwestern Cook County. And I know in southwestern Cook County, we already have a severe thunderstorm moving in right now. So the latest from the Weather Service as of just in the last minute, they're saying that this severe thunderstorm was located near Manhattan or 7 miles to the south of New Lenox. They're talking about the potential of this thunderstorm producing winds of 80 miles per hour. So Taryn, what we want to do here is we want to jump on TV at least for a minute whenever we can. It's not a tornado warning, or Michael's in the control room. Michael's our director. Michael, we want to jump on TV when we can, maybe in between programming, but we do have a 80-mile-per-hour gusting thunderstorm, and we want to alert Richard and the rest in the newsroom that, again, this is in Will County right now near Manhattan, and is moving up towards the northeast at 65 miles per hour. So there's Manhattan, there's the worst of the winds, and what we're going to do here is we're going to do a storm track. This is a fast-moving thunderstorm that's coming in right now to Will County, south of Joliet, and eventually will be making its way into southwestern Cook County. So, Michael, you just let me know when we can go on TV for a second, and we'll do it. Okay, so Michael's going to figure that out. Let's do a storm track with this one. So this is moving into New Lenox at 8:10, Tinley Park at 8:19, Oak Forest at 8:22. So it's these communities and adjacent communities under the threat of a destructive severe thunderstorm. We're talking about winds potentially as high as 80 miles per hour, and it's a fast-moving thunderstorm moving up towards the northeast at 65 miles per hour. So southwestern areas of Cook County, we have a thunderstorm with destructive winds, straight-line winds, and there is at least some rotation with this thunderstorm. You see this little circle there, that's a low-level lock that we're going to be watching this one closely. Weather Service is saying that this new severe thunderstorm, along with its 80-mile-per-hour winds, could also be producing some hail for sure, headed into Elwood, to Manhattan, to New Lenox, to Frankfort, to Mokina, to Tinley Park, to Oak Forest, and also Midlothian. So it's these communities here in Will County and southwestern sections of Cook County. We got to get to our safe spot, even though it's not a tornado warning. It is a type of thunderstorm that can blow out windows, bring down trees for sure, and you want to treat this almost like a tornado warning. You want to get away from windows that are looking to the west or to the south, right? So center room with no windows if you're included in this severe thunderstorm warning, which the Weather Service is highlighted. You'll see here in the text as destructive. So they'll add these little tags here whenever there is a high-end risk of danger to the public and also to property. So that's a look at the latest timeline. New Lenox at 8:10, Tinley Park at 8:19, 8:22 at Oak Forest. With that thunderstorm, again, potentially producing winds as high as 80 miles per hour. So let's do a reset here. And that thunderstorm is the most intense thunderstorm, at least close to the city. There is another thunderstorm. We'll come back to regular Doppler radar for a second and turn on the radar scan. There you go. Also, this thunderstorm that's moving through Kankakee County is also severe and is also producing some really destructive winds as well, it looks like.